This is the San Roque Dam, the largest embankment dam in the entire Philippines. Its main outlet is the lower Agno River whenever it releases water. Whenever the Agno River overflows, some of the lower communities are severely affected. Some of these are the towns of Alcala, Bautista, and Bayambang. So now, that area that used to look like an island with a lot of grass is gone. In this video, we will visit the parts of the Agno River that are closest to the San Roque Dam, and we will find out the latest updates about it. This is in Bayambang. Before, we used to see what looked like an island there whenever the water flow was normal, but now that island-like area with a lot of grass is gone. There wasn't any water before, but now there's water again. These are the effects when the San Roque Dam releases water. The water has spread so wide. This is right here at the bridge near the town of Alcala. There's also water upstream on the other side of the river. That's where I'm headed, and that water will flow towards Bayambang. This one here too, it will also flow towards Bayambang. That's why the town of Bautista is caught in between. Whoa! The water is reaching here now. Before, it never reached this far. We even used to camp here. It's really high now, look. The water level is high and it's still raining in the highlands. Down here, it's starting to get hot. Updates on the San Roque Dam and the water level here in the Agno River. That's what you'll see in this video. So join me on our adventure. We're here now in Santa Maria and let's first check the water level here. To get a closer look, let's go down here under the Narciso Bridge. This is the longest bridge in the whole Region 1 here. We can really see the situation of the river. And especially for me, since I'm familiar with the water level, it's really high now, my friends. Just when the rain stopped, that's when it got high. The release from San Roque Dam was really well timed because it happened during the peak of the rain. There was hardly any water here, and there wasn't that much flowing in. But now look, it's up to here already. It's been reaching this far in recent days. Cars could still reach this area. Look, you can still see the tire marks. Up to there was hardly any water here before. But now the water has reached all the way here. If we look at it, it's like a river now, my friend. There's a lot of debris being carried away there. Because of the fish cages, I mean the ones made by the local fishermen here, their bamboo rafts that they float for the fish to live in are also being swept away. That's what we're seeing here, most of the debris. That part over there. There's new soil that's been washed down because that area isn't usually reached by the water. And here, really, it already reached the previous water level. Let's go further down there. Before we go to San Roque Dam, let's explore what we can here in the Santa Maria section of the Agno River. It's really getting wider, my friends, if we notice the heavy equipment. They've already been moved out. Those are some of the heavy equipment. And then the river, the Agno River itself has really widened down there in the lower area and over here. The land along the sides before the dike is slowly sliding too. It's true that the river has really risen now. It's not like the previous days or even during the heavy rains. There's really only one thing I can say. San Roque Dam's planning is truly impressive. And now they're releasing water, but they didn't do it during the heavy rains here in Pangasinan. So it's been a few days already. The heat has been continuous and it only rains in the afternoon. It's been 2 days already. That's why, if you notice, our surroundings are already dry. Not like last week. Imagine, it rained non-stop for 9 days. Now we're heading to San Roque Dam. From here in Santa Maria, Pangasinan. Once again, we're going to cross the longest bridge in the whole Region 1, and this is Narciso Ramos Bridge. The Narciso Ramos Bridge, formerly known as the Asingan-Santa Maria Bridge, is a major highway bridge in the province of Pangasinan that crosses the Agno River. It connects the municipalities of Asingan and Santa Maria. With a length of approximately 1.44 kilometers, this is the longest bridge in the whole Region 1. And it was also one of the longest bridges in Luzon when it was being built. In the 1990s, construction began on January 15, 1996, and it was officially opened on March 17, 1997, led by President Fidel V. Ramos. In 2001, the bridge was renamed through Republic Act No. 9030 in recognition of the great Asingan resident Narciso Ramos. A diplomat, lawmaker, and father of former President Fidel Ramos, and this is currently under construction because recently it went viral due to a large gap in a part of the bridge. We're now approaching the area under repair because it's really scary and many people were alarmed by the big gap. The space between the spans of the bridge widened. This particular area will also be fixed soon, my friends. Just look at how wide that gap is. If you're driving fast there, it's really dangerous, especially for cars. Last month, vehicles passed on the right side, but now they're on the left. That's what they're working on. You've grown old, so if you pass by here, expect a bit of traffic. Here in the park, it's already nice. The DPWH did a good job and they acted on it right away. They're also continuing to work on the drainage here at Majilas Trail. The government is doing a great job. They're improving the roads, making our travels better and smoother, especially when heavy rains come, which usually cause flooding and disrupt our trips. It even damages vehicles and motorcycles. We're now here in San Manuel, my friends, coming from Asingan, Pangasinan. When you pass by here, you'll really see beautiful rice fields. On both sides, it's all rice fields, plains. Welcome to San Manuel. Oh. Baligi San Manuel, it's really amazing. That's a solar farm, my friend. 11 o'clock. Our position, I can see everything from here. That's really wide. It's so vast, isn't it? Yeah. The mountains, even the solar farm, were right down there by the Agno River at NIA. From here, we can see the San Roque Dam. We can clearly see the 6 gates, and they're really facing right here towards the town of San Manuel. And over to the left, we can clearly see the expanding solar farm. One of the biggest contributions of the San Roque Dam is really irrigation. That's why NIA is able to utilize the water coming from the San Roque Dam. That's why there's another water reservoir down below so that irrigation can be used by the farmers. Now we're here at the dike. This leads to the NIA's water reservoir. So we can see from this side because before we were on the other side at the San Nicolas Park. Now we're right here at the Barangay San Roque Park. They also have a floodgate here, a floodgate control. The water is clear. 2 gates are open here. That's a huge help for the farmers. It's really useful for irrigation. We can see it better from here. That's the solar farm, my friends. It's over there. It's getting bigger. It's already very wide. Then that's the San Roque Dam, but it's covered by trees. And this one comes from the NIA Agno River Integrated Irrigation. This is the water that's really used by the farmers in the San Manuel area. From Asingan down to Urdaneta. That's Binalonan. This is the water that's used over there. It's also good to pass through here. It's our first time passing through this area. Actually, we're facing the San Roque Dam right now. It's just that it's covered by mountains, so we can't see it. Wow, this is a rough road. So what I'll give you now, my friends, is an update. As of 5 a.m. this morning, August 2, 2025, there are already 2 gates open at the San Roque Dam because its level is already above normal. Actually, since yesterday, August 1, they opened an additional gate. This is the The weather is hot right now. It's like we're going back to summer. It's already hot, but it's a good thing the rain has stopped. Now we're approaching the NIA Agno River Integrated Irrigation. It's a water reservoir for agricultural crops. We just want to see the actual condition of the water here. The very mouth. Nia. So far it's just shallow, and also it's not the water isn't murky. There are a lot of people on the other side. In the past we were on that side, so now we're here on the right side, Barangay San Roque. There's a warning here, be careful. Many people have already drowned. And most of the people here are here to fish. It's nice to listen to the sound of the water flowing from Nia. But its real source is the San Roque Dam. The people are over there. They're definitely fishing. They have nets with them to catch fish. A lot of tilapia are caught here, my friends. Big tilapia are caught by people in boats using fish nets. We can see more clearly here how wide the NIA is. The San Roque Dam is one of the largest dams in the Philippines and in Asia. It is located in the town of San Manuel, Pangasinan, and it serves as the main structure for irrigation, flood control, power supply, and water supply. To the surrounding areas, it was built on the Agno River. This dam is 200 meters high and over a kilometer long. It is one of the major projects of the government and of San Roque Power Corporation, or SRPC, a private company responsible for operating the hydroelectric power plant which is connected to the dam. Aside from energy and irrigation, the dam is also very important in reducing the impact of flooding in the provinces Tarlac and Nueva Ecija. Its construction began in the late 1990s and it officially started operating in 2003. This is an example of public infrastructure that has an important contribution to the country's economy and environment. Aside from its main purposes such as irrigation, power supply, and flood control, the San Roque Dam also plays an important role in environmental conservation. It helps in the protection of the watershed area around the Agno River, which is important in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. It has the capacity to provide 345 megawatts of electricity, which is a big help in lowering the cost of electricity in Luzon. The dam also brings benefits to local communities, such as providing livelihood to residents through tourism and fisheries. In addition, it is also a destination for educational tours and field trips, where students learn about renewable energy and environmental conservation. However, the project also faces some issues, such as the relocation of communities and environmental issues. That's why the call continues for proper and humane management of its effects. Despite this, San Roque Dam remains one of the most important infrastructures in the country when it comes to energy, agriculture, and safety against disasters. So there you have it, my friends. That's the latest situation of our Agno River right here at the entrance. In my opinion, from what we can see, even though two gates were open to release water from the San Roque Dam, because the water level has already exceeded the normal level. I think it's still safe here below, all the way to the neighboring towns, except for those areas where the water really pours down, like in the town of Bayambang. They're really underwater there because of the flooding, and the rising level of the Agno River made it even worse. So far it's not that critical in our view, and I hope this video helped you get updated. And hopefully the weather will really improve so that it won't happen again. The San Roque Dam won't have to open more gates. From here to the very end of its irrigation, Agno River Integrated Irrigation, we are now heading back. There, it turns out a lot of people really come here, especially during summer. That's when most people come here to swim, but it's very dangerous down there. Thank you very much, friends, for watching. See you in our next videos, and stay tuned for our moto adventures and moto camping.